In this video, I'm going to show you how to play Chapter 1 of Embers of Memory. In Chapter 1, one player will be Fenris and another player will be Aelin. Fenris will be adding cards to the mind, while Aelin will be taking cards from the mind to strengthen the resolve. So, unlike in the prologue, there was 3 cards in the resolve. Now there is 4 in Chapter 1. And there is also demon cards that have been added into the deck. There's 5 of them for each suit. So this one is a demon card, and I will be showing you what happens when you have a demon card in play. So let's get started. Fenris goes first. So Fenris is going to play some cards. And with the Fenris character, you don't have to draw 4 cards. You can draw as many cards as you want to, and you play all the cards that you have drawn so that Aelin then can go. So Fenris can ideally draw the whole deck if he wanted to, but it's best not to because you don't want to run out of cards. So usually when I go through day 1, I go up to 5 cards or 4 cards, and in Chapter 1 you will be playing for 3 days, so there are cards that will become tainted, and if those cards are tainted they can no longer play through the rest of the days. So it's good to make sure you don't play too many cards, but you also don't want to play too little cards so Aelin isn't able to add to the resolve. Okay. Discard this one. So what happens with the demon cards is the demon cards get added to their own row. So if I have a gold card, so this card is now tainted. If this card was to be discarded, the demon would then take that card and it can no longer be played. If you want to banish a demon, you have to get up to 7 in that same suit. And also in the 7 realm, if you have a gold card in the resolve, that card can be flipped over. So Aelin knows what these cards are, and if you're able to get a card flipped over, that helps Fenris know which cards Aelin needs to strengthen the resolve. So now that Fenris has used up all his cards, it then goes to Aelin. So Aelin knows what this card is, so she's going to take this card. Now, for Aelin to let Fenris know that this row is done, she would say, "I am here." Because this game is played in complete silence, that would let Fenris know that this row is done and now she's on to the next one. It helps Fenris know how far she is. As Aelin, I know that this row isn't done, so then it would go back to Fenris. There is a green 7. Unfortunately, none of the cards in the resolve are green, so none get flipped over, and there are no green demons. There is no green demon, so that can't be discarded. So the 7 just does nothing, so then it goes to Aelin. this card. This row still isn't done, so then it goes back to Fenris. So now I've got 7. This demon is banished. So that's good. All our gold cards are now safe. And there's no gold cards in the resolve, so no cards get flipped over. Just realized that this is split, so those are discarded. So it's that one. Okay. So it goes back to Aylin. Aylin's gonna pick this card. So this row is done, so she would say, I am here. And so now Fenris knows that this row is done, and she's moving on to the second row. So then Fenris starts again. Okay, so another demon. Okay. Sword goes to Aylin. Aylin is going to choose this one. So this row is done. She says, I am here. So that goes back to Fenris. And now Aylin is on the third row. Got a 7 in the blue, so Arabin is banished. My blue cards are safe, and there is a blue card in the resolve, so it gets flipped over. Fenris is going to discard. Goes back to Aylin. Aylin is going to pick this card. The mind is split, so that's discarded. This row is now complete, so she would say, I am here. Goes back to Fenris. Maeve. Okay. Okay, goes to Aylin. That one is discarded. Goes back to Fenris. Okay. then goes in. She's gonna pick this one. So now that she has completely strengthened the resolve, she would say, I am with you. That means she has completed the resolve and you have won day 1. So this card gets eaten by Maeve, and any other remaining green cards in play would then be eaten. So these cards can no longer be used in the remaining days. And then the demons, other cards get shuffled into the deck and then move on to day 2. So basically play through day 2 the same way. Any tips I can give would be to draw less cards as you go through the remaining days to save cards, because eventually if there's more demons in play and they eat your cards, and you're going to have less cards in the remaining days, and you run out of cards, you're going to lose. So it's easier to keep track of your cards if you just draw less, but you also want to play enough so that Aelin has enough cards to strengthen resolve. When you get into day 3, I would play as many cards as you can and try to banish the demons when you can, because it's very important. But yes, that's basically how you play chapter 1, and I'll see you in the next video.